it's on. Is this on? Is this thing on? It must be. True crime, Devil Sight, well, YouTube and everything else. Today we're going with everything else. Because, once again, looking through my pictures. And there's going to be another video up for this. Because of the simple fact that, someone had did a video, and damn, I think it was like after I took this photo. As you can see, we have a woman that's in a movie from, I want to say, 1960 or maybe 1961. I would have to look up that that date, because it didn't dawn on me until I seen the video on YouTube talking about weird pictures back in the 60s or so forth. And or there was even a video in that also. And there was three things that caught my eye. Oh, bear with me, got a loud rumbling bike coming. And the most three things that caught my eye out of that video. The first thing was a picture of a, oh, don't do this. Picture of a man standing in the crowd, and he was wearing sunglasses, but being from the 1960s. Now, if anybody has ever heard of this or seen the video themselves, the guy was in modern clothes. You know, hey, nah, I gotta, damn, pause a minute. Goddamn pug gotta run his mouth. Is there anything on? Yes, alright. So the guy, like I said, I'm gonna do another video on this because I never did, and I was supposed to and I forgot. But until I seen this picture again, and I was supposed to go through them pictures, it was, you know, something I forgot to do. Duh. So the guy was in modern clothes, and he looks like something from, like, you know, the 90s or 2000s, say, but the setting was back in 1960. Now, the thing with the friggin' photo being photoshopped, you know, could be, but you never know. The next one that caught my attention was a ghost in, I believe, I want to say in there, around the time of the Kennedy JFK shooting. One of the limousines looked like it had a ghost face in there. But I could be wrong. I think it had something to do with the Kennedys, but I forget what it was. Like I said, I gotta go over, and I think I saved them, but going through my photos now is like my aggravation. I gotta at least have 5,000 friggin' photos, and I, you know, putting them on Google Maps or stuff that I'm saving for, like, right now, a case. But the only reason why I saved this one is because the movie and right the time of the movie, and I'll get to that in a minute. So the next one was a woman, you know, dressed up in the 60s. And she looked like she was talking on a friggin' cell phone. And you could see her, you know, with a couple girls aside of her. She's in the middle, she's laughing, she's talking. But yeah, it looks like a friggin' cell phone. And there was some other stuff that was out there, but like I said, I gotta find them, and I've been trying to look for them because of this. So I will throw them in another video because I gotta go over them anyways. the authenticity of them. But this one, like I said, was in a movie. And, of course I forgot about this movie when I was a kid, but once I started watching it, man, it was like blast from the past. Because I always watch Jerry Lewis. Funny S.O.B. he is, man. And in this one, he's a store clerk. If you can imagine that. He's in a store selling furniture, appliances, refrigerator, everything you can imagine. I think this woman here, I think she might have been either a customer or the owner of the store. Whatever the case if it is, she's in the car and she's driving. And remember, this is a setting, and it could even have been late 1950s. But I gotta look it up. And I was watching this movie, Jesus, oh man, like, had to have been in 2016. I think my photo said 2016. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn. And then I forgot, when I seen that next series of photos and videos, it's saying, creepy. So who made up the idea of this? Of driving around in cars back then? And you want to say this is you can tell from either the very early 60s or the late 50s. And it had to have been probably in the 60s because I don't know if they put the color in afterwards like they did to the Wizard of Oz, but that's right. They had talk about car phones at this time, and she picks it up, hello, and I was over there talking, no, you don't have to do that. She's over here gabbing on the phone, and she's friggin' driving. So could there have been, where I'm getting with this, maybe cell phones back then? Or even if there was working car phones like this, it's got to make the question, did they put that up, for like a, trial thing or to fake people out, say so. and I think all this had to do also maybe with the Mandela effect, maybe. Either or it was for something like that, or, creepy photos or videos of the past. And future stuff, just in that guy with the modern clothes, they were saying he was a time traveler. Hey, so it's like, you got all this stuff back in the day, but yet they have it in movies. So you could tell how the past was getting advanced, and even if they were just, in the making of this, it's like, could this stuff had already existed? That's the thing. And if they're doing movies like this and movie scenes and the woman's, oh, you go, don't do that, and she's picking up her phone as she's driving, you can just imagine what people were thinking back then. Holy crap, you can get the phone in the car. But it's the fact of, did it exist? And you can just imagine what existed back then and what didn't. Or what ideas were in the making. Just like this. And I mean, it makes you wonder. It does make you think. It makes you wonder, man, what was really going back on in them days. Hold on a minute. Ooh, sneeze attack. No time to pause that one. But anyways, I thought I'd show this, and I'm gonna try and look up the name of the movie. Again, I don't even remember what the hell it was. I know it was a cool movie, and I took a lot of pictures off it, of, the old washing machines, the old refrigerators, and I was doing that kind of thing with it. just to, yeah, do later. See what I mean? This is what I do. Things to, you know, that I think are interesting. Just like when I was a kid, well, I think, oh, that's interesting. I think I'll remember that. This is what I do. Bring it all forth to you. But if someone has already seen this movie, have you had the thought like me? What the hell did this in the making, or did it exist? and stuff like this only makes you think is right. What was really going on with the spacecrafts back then? There's UFOs, and then there's the governments making their stuff. Crazy what could have been, or what was back then, that really was going on, but the public wasn't really supposed to know about it. That's where I go with this picture. But they put this in the movie, and whoever had the idea of using, here, let's put a phone in the car, man, yeah. Either that person was well advanced, or that person knew something that was going to happen. Take your pick. Crazy world, man, and it only gets crazier to think what really existed back then, but a lot of things we didn't know about. That's what I'm getting with this video. And the way we advanced right now, look at this. I'm on a phone, on an app that records the pictures in your stuff and then records you. What the wow! And I love this app because I can put my titles in, I can put music in, and, you know, squeezing through the fence. Of course, I gotta duck down 2 feet. Jeez, but things to think about, folks. Things to think about. What was really going on back then? Anyways, I'm gonna get them other photos up if I can find them. I've been going through all my stuff. And I'll tell you, I've been aggravating myself because I got so much stuff in it. Man, by the time I find something, I'm already like falling asleep. Because I'm going and going, and I'm like, God damn, do I really? But I do need all this stuff that I have, and it's like, but, yeah, going through it. And when I got like 5,000 freaking photos now, it's like, geez, Christ. Especially I keep stuff when I do my true crime. And yeah, some stuff that I have up is very important. I don't want to lose, so I literally had to do a $29.99 stupid thing for Google One for my Google Photos. Was getting, oh, not enough memory. It's like, wow, man, what else you gotta make me pay for? I think they should pay for my friggin' photo storage, because I put up photos on Google Maps and leave comments and, you know, the comments or reviews, and they don't pay for that shit, and that sucks. So why can't people like me get their friggin' thing for free? Yeah, that's right, a bunch of jerks. I don't know, whatever. Till the next video, be safe, take care. Keep your gears thinking. What was going on back in the day? Huh? What's that? Why is that woman on a phone in a car in the 50s? Think about it. Out.